thanks for tuning in again, guys. Today, as you can see, we're doing the Cassidy solo specifically. Got a request to do this. I just chose this version because there's great footage of it. First version that pops up on YouTube, but yeah, let's dive right into it. So, starts out with the most, one of the most sought after licks, I think, this Cassidy lick. It starts same as the intro, so just start with the intro. Right here. You know what's funny too is Bob comes in with the power 5 right here. Right there, you see his hands. He's playing that 5 with Jerry. So he does start out, that's his note, but this one, I try to pause these in these spots because you can see his hands right here really good. And you can see obviously he's in this one. And you can be emphasizing either note. You can slide into the whole thing. Most of the time he just does the. Alright, so now when you do this. Sorry, my G string's falling out. Like I said, intro lick. Now this is just a dyad slide up. When you do this, this is just going up to the 5 and the major third of the chord, this E. And in this certain version, see his hands so good right there, and then they pan away. This is where I get the good shit. See right there, he doesn't go like we're used to. He does it the second time, but this first one he goes. It's kind of like this E, and then you have the A. You just put it on these two fingers, D string, hitting that major third note, and then hitting that A note on the B string on the 10. A, E, A, A, E, A. So you want to get used to that. You don't have to do it every time. It's just something I noticed in this version. Those little tidbits are so nice. And then it's the normal one. Same thing, but G, D, because this is A, E, A, E, G, D. So this part gets tricky. Okay, so we go. Triad, or dyad, I'm sorry. 5, 6, 5 on the B, 6 on the D string. 7, 7, same strings. 9, 9, same strings. Different key, but same idea. These dyads are going to be your best friends. That's going to be your trick right there. To the D right here, and then you're going to slide it down. And this is where this gets tricky because you're going to go D to A. This A that we're doing for this specific Cassidy, where it's an A sus2 kind of. You're not playing this regular A like this, you're playing it like this. So this is the trick. D with your ring finger on top, and then you go to your middle finger. And when you hit that middle finger, you have time to set up these other 2 fingers to make it that A. See, I'm kind of like, those 2 fingers come up, and then he switches and puts them down. It's very swift. So you want to just practice this part over and over again. And then when you get used to that and you're comfortable with it, at the very end he ends his tag. Sometimes he'll play it a little bit differently. See how he plays it on this one. So okay, he rolls it on and then puts the D note on, D string on. I'm sorry. Instead of going. That's one way you typically hear him do it. This one is. See how it's like a little different. It's the same notes, just a little bit different. So that's where we're at. And then he repeats himself. Up to there. And then you hear something different. So when you get to this A, hit that A and you're going to go A dyad now, just these 2. Then the B minor dyad. And you're going to slide that up. Just that note. You can slide up both notes. Let's see if he does that. Yep, he does. Oh. Does he hit both notes right there? I never heard that one before. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I listen to Cassidy almost every day. But when I listen to like this with these lessons, I even learn stuff. So this is what you want to do. You want to pause it when you hear something new. What is that? I don't play that, you know? So that's why I'm not editing this out, because this is the process right here. Okay. Maybe that's Jerry doing that. Is that Jerry doing that? That is Jerry doing that. I hear both of them on him. So that's Jerry just harmonizing with them, so. That's the first one. Then you're going to put this E, and you're going to hammer on both notes. From the 9 to the 11 on the D string and the G string. You can slide it up. You can hammer it on however you feel comfortable. There's no footage. I can't see what he's doing because they're on Jerry, but I can hear it. Minor. Not the typical E minor we were doing in the verse. This one. See a little glimpse of Bob's hand right there? It's the shit I look for. Right there. See his hand, it was right there. This is how I know. You hear it and you see it. He's right there doing the lick right there. So I know he's in that section. Kind of weather report-esque. So that roll, 9/7, 7 to slide 5, 5 5. That's why it sounds weird. It's kind of arpeggioing chords with that roll. And at the very end, he hits that 5 again. You slide up this note to the 8, and you're going to hammer flurry on that middle finger. That's the trick. Get used to doing this. This is what I do. I sit here and play with these little licks. And then you feel comfortable. See, I mess up all the time too. You just got to get comfortable with it. Not just. It's this. Right there. So you do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And back into the E minor. So ring finger note, index finger note on the B string, back into the E minor. Same thing. But you don't go into, you go into a. Same thing we're doing right here. Intro. It's just in D, going into F sharp. And he uses that note instead of a major note of D, but it is the major note of D, but he uses that chord now. It's very, very slick. Same exact lick, so think about it like that. You're just starting on the do that first, because you're landing on that from the minor to from the A minor, and then you're doing that roll on. He usually hits this F sharp minor right here, but he'll go up to here. F sharp 9 with no minor. It's just 9, 11, 13. You can slide in that pinky. Slide it in, slide it back out. Right there. Back to that A. That A on the major. Those are the notes, but he uses his pinky. He doesn't strum it either. He just puts it down and slide it up. And then you hit the open E, right back into it. Opening lick. So let's play through it one more time. Ha. One One more time. I forgot. It's not just a single note. Hold on. This is the process. Okay, right there, when you go, you want to briefly just hit that F sharp, and then you want to slide up real quick. Kind of use that A note. I use that A string, the C sharp note. Slide up into it. Kind of skip that F sharp note. Make it the 5 of the F sharp, the C sharp. Little cheat trick. Just kind of makes you slide right into it. Get your finger set up as you're sliding. Kind of get that pinky extended. So you're in it when you go to the chord. Your pinky's already down. And I mess up all the time on it. It's going to take time. Just practice that. So let's go. That helps, y'all. More to come soon.